Hey, it's Ryan Skelly, and in this video I wanted to break down the functionality of this Photoshop template that we use for creating our carousel link ads. Now, as you can see from this template, we have it broken down, so a nice little preview here is going to be your first screen here when you get to the Photoshop file. Now we have it breaking down assets over here. This is basically, like everything that's shown here that doesn't involve the actual carousel ads. So the first thing you're going to want to do is when you open up this file, you want to double click on the insert images here. Okay, so double click on that. It's going to open us up a new tab called contour.psb. What we're going to be doing with this is where we get to play around. You can see I can turn this off, and now there's no background to it. So we want to keep that up just as your base. Okay, so this is our base, and you'll see really quickly, I got an image here, and I just want to take this, I want to drag it over here, and we're just going to lay it down right there. Okay, now I could do Command T to change the height and width of this, and we'll hold down on Shift so everything stays proper, and we can create our link ads this way. Okay, so say we wanted to go with just 3 for in this case we'll just go with 3. Okay, so we'll have these 3. I got our guy positioned. Let this catch up. Okay, so if you were selling, snowboard equipment or something in that, this first image is going to be a nice catcher for people to be able to, what you want to do is you want to get people to micro commit. And what I mean by micro commit is clicking to the right. Okay, so I mean, we could do all sorts of things. Which one cool thing that I do is I have arrows. Let's see what I got for my arrows here. This is, you can just go to services like dafont.com and get type in arrows or something along that line, and you will see what I'm talking about, and you'll be able to play around with these. And let's see what D comes back with. We got one of those. Okay, so just for time's sake, we'll just select that one. Okay, and you can see everything is just layered up over here. You could actually place each image into these buckets. That's going to help for when you create these ads, not these ads, when you actually create the file and it breaks it down into 4 different images. But the way I go about it is I like to just play around like I'm doing right now. Place everything above the placeholder image, and we should be good to go that way, because I'll show you the way that I go about creating each image to make a nice, quick, smooth. Okay, this isn't the greatest ad, obviously, what we're doing here. I'm doing this for time's sake and just trying to, help you out and show you kind of what I mean by getting people to micro commit and push forward. I'll show you an example from Facebook themselves, which I thought was 100% amazing, just the way that it sets it up. So we could do that with this, and we could have a nice little setup this way. Obviously it's covering the snowboard guy, which isn't the greatest, so let me let that catch up and enter that. You could always do this fill, change this fill, do like 50%. It's nice to still see the guy, but you're also still seeing the arrow that moves you along. Okay, so let me go to that Facebook example that I'm talking about. Okay, so now we are on the Facebook Marketing Developers page, and this is the ad that came through my feed a couple days ago, and I thought it was pretty spectacular. You like what they're doing here. There's not a lot's going on in the background. It's all white. You could see, the blues popping. Obviously, it's the Facebook blue, so they're sticking to their branding. And this little dash line is what I've been incorporating in some of mine carousel ads, and it's really working well to get people to continue on down the path. You could even have like, a little dash line down here, and just play around with things just to get people. You can see what they do here. They go from the brain, then they, learn. So they're taking you through the process of learn, turn your idea into a prototype. Okay, then you want to build, accelerate your product development as they're still going through. They're teaching you a process here. And then grow, scale your idea and get exposure via Facebook, obviously. And it continues on. What's the next thing? Oh, want to learn more about the Marketing API Accelerator program? Look at this. They even have a mouse with a click button and everything in here, okay? So I thought this ad was very, very good. And this is something you kind of want to model after. Keep it short, simple. And you really want to, you see how they have all of their images directly center in these? That is also a good way to go, because the people's eyesight, when they're scrolling through their feed, they want to be able to diagnose exactly what it is that they're looking at really quickly, and then read and be able to click over and check out all of this. So if we go back to this image that we're creating right here, it's nothing crazy at this moment. It's actually pretty bad, but I just wanted to show you the functionality of this. If I wanted to, I could always just say, like come over here and just type in something like that. Of course, it's all going to be arrows because we're on arrows. So let's just do sans. Give me some sort of sans font here. We can say learn. It used to be a big problem with the 20%, but Facebook's gone away from that. But do remember that you will get charged more to show your ad if you have over 20%. So we're just continuing on here, and we have that all saved up. I could duplicate this layer, and we can just go like learn, and then you go build, or you can bring it up here. Whatever you want to do is fine by me, but just make sure that it is easy and people, do you want them to just see, read the learn, move, read your headline, move to the next one. And then I really don't like them going more than 4, because you don't want people just scrolling endlessly. You want them to actually click on your link and go to your website. So now that we have that set, if I just wanted to end it right here, I could exit out of this and just say save, and let that save for us. Once this gets through, I will show you what it looks like in the preview, and then I'll show you exactly how I go about it. There is another way to go about it, but I'll show you how I go about creating each image. Okay. So this is how the ad would look, learn, build, and we're not done. Obviously that's it. So if we want to continue on and change things, just double click on that one more time. We're going to have up all of our files here. And this is what I was talking about. So let me zoom in, get to 100%, scroll over here. We can do 200%. Okay. And now what I would do if I wanted to use this image, I'm all set. I'm good to go. Quick and easy way is just cropping each image. Okay, so you want to crop. Everything's going to line up perfectly for you. You're going to say yes. Then you're just going to go about creating your file, as a PNG like you normally would. Then just do Command Option Z. And now we're back out of it. That's not cropped. Then I can come to the second one. I can crop this. And then I'll have, my 2 separate ad images for this going. And so far, that's 2. I'm going to need a third. But either way, this is what it looks like. And, just go backwards. I would say, save your file before you start doing this, just in case you screw up. But this is exactly how I go about using this template. And it's really helped if you don't have time to create videos, but you want to stand out in the news feed instead of just having your simple link image. This definitely increases click-through rates and it's really gonna help your results. So mess around with it. Like I said, it doesn't work all the time, but if you get something really good going, this is what you want to do. Also works really well in retargeting. So I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon.